Good morning.
Good morning.
Do we have any newcomers here today? Raise your hand. Great. If you'll keep your hand up, Carlos is going to bring you
Yes, I'm on my way.
a cup. We've been out of them for a while, and we just got some swag in. So, 1 Million Cups is an organization founded by the Chaconna Foundation every Wednesday morning in 130 cities around the country. Entrepreneurs just like you are having coffee, and somebody's presenting what their idea or business is, and asking for other entrepreneurs in the room to help them with a challenge that they might have. So entrepreneurs helping other entrepreneurs. We want to make a couple of announcements. Beginning in April, we will not be doing Facebook Live. We will be moving over to YouTube Live. So we'll have some information coming out, links coming out for that. Facebook has changed their policy on storing video, and videos will only be stored for 30 days and no more, and then they will delete them. So we're going to be moving over to YouTube so that we can save them in an archive. And then everybody, clear your calendars for the night of March 20th, beginning at 5:30. We are after hours at Hooligans at Destination Daytona. So this is a way that we can do more networking and have a lot of fun while we're doing it. So March 20th, 5:30. So today we have Chaconna, and she has a mental health business, and she's going to present her company to us today. Welcome, Chaconna.
Good morning. I am Chaconna Downs, a licensed clinical social worker. Trying to hold and run the clicker. But I moved to Daytona Beach about 9 years ago, and kind of came here by myself. Jumped right in to see the needs of the community and kind of figure out what was going on and where I fit in. And it just so happened that I was on my journey to becoming a licensed clinical social worker. So I started in case management and really got a good idea of kind of what was missing in the community, where I could help fill that gap and meet those needs. And then transitioned back over into therapy and finished up my LCSW. My company is Jaqis Enterprises, LLC. And I know you're probably thinking that's a weird name for a therapy business, but I wanted it to be able to encompass so much more than therapy. My vision is big. I dream big. I'm not afraid to jump out and have leaps of faith. So I didn't make it just therapy. So we offer lots of services, and I'm probably need to switch to this side and not stand in front of my words, but I do individual couples therapy, education, advocacy, workshops, classes, mental health retreats, support groups, and my endeavor is to offer safe spaces for people to be able to come and express themselves, say what's on their heart, their mind, talk about what they're going through without feeling judged, without feeling like what I say is going to leave this room and come back to bite me in the butt. So there's not a lot of those around where people can just come and feel comfortable. So one of my endeavors is to make sure that we have those. The mission. Progress is a way of life. My goal is to always help people be the best version of themselves possible. Whether that is coming for therapy, whether you just need to come and get away for a weekend and learn about mental health and how to take care of yourself, learn how to thrive instead of just exist. Whether it's advocating for a student who is dealing with an IEP and individual learning plans because of their mental health. All of those things is why I do what I do. Sometimes you need a little help to get to the best version of you and to understand that your competition is you, nobody else. As long as you're striving to be the better version of you each and every day, you're on track with where you need to be. All right. So we talked a little bit about the things that I do and want to do. Education and advocacy. While I was working in the community and case management, and even in therapy, one of the biggest needs that I saw was in our education system. A lot of our educators and faculty and staff just aren't equipped to help the students manage their mental health needs in the classroom, in the school, because they're trying to teach. That's their main job. Not to manage mental health and behavior, but because that comes along with teaching, they need to be educated, skilled, and resourceful in those areas as well. So I saw a big need there because some of the teachers just were frustrated and at their wits' end with trying to help their students manage behaviors and mental health. Therapy, that's a given. Can't get a therapist without offering therapy. So I do that, but I love to go kind of above and beyond outside of just the box of normal things for my clients. Every person's need is individual, so I can't just give you a cookie cutter treatment plan and say, here we go, this is what we're gonna do. I've been in places and spaces where everything was laid out for you, and that's just not how I operate. I can't give you what works for everybody else because you're not them and they're not you. So I use an integrative approach. We may do some art therapy, we may do music therapy, all kinds of things to get you where you need to be. So I love having the freedom of doing that. Safe spaces. Sometimes you don't want to go to therapy. You know you need a little help. You know there's something missing, but you're not quite ready to take that next step to go to therapy, to sit in a room and spill all your guts and tell everybody what's happening. But you need some support. You need a place to say, hey, listen, adulting sucks. I'm tired of this place. You know, whatever is going on. So I want to cultivate those spaces through support groups, through an event that I'm starting in April called the Speakeasy. And it's just that. Come in, speak your mind, get some support, get some feedback, whatever it is that you need. And you have a place to do that and feel safe without being judged or criticized or being in a room full of people that have no expectations of you. All right, opportunities. These are some things that I want to do. A couple of them I've already stepped into, but corporate. I would love to be in businesses offering classes and sessions about how to prevent burnout, how to balance your work and life, how to set healthy boundaries in the workplace, because a lot of us struggle with that, self-included. Mental health retreats, getaways full of educational opportunities, full of therapeutic interventions, and even for clinicians to come and earn CEUs, those kinds of things, so you can get the tools and the equipment that you need in a nice, relaxing space where you can just kick back, let your hair down, and kind of be pampered a little bit, treated, but also learning at the same time. We talked a little bit about educators, that training program. I would love to be able to offer coping skills toolkits for classrooms so that teachers have tangible things on hand to help their students. You know, if you're having an emotional meltdown, here's some kinetic sand, here's some Play-Doh, here's coloring sheets, here's glitter jars, here's different things that you can put your hands on to help you relax, to help you regroup and recenter. Safe spaces, we talked about some of those, but just getting people to show up is the hardest part. Getting people over that hump of fear, and sometimes guilt and shame to say, you know what, I need a little help, I need some support. So, this is where you guys can help. I'm horrible at marketing. I know this about myself, and it's one of the areas where I definitely need to grow. I have all the things, I just don't know how to get them to the people. Where to put them so that people can find them. And that's my biggest issue. People that need therapy kind of show up and find their way to me, but people that need some of the other things don't. And I don't know how to find my way to them. So I need help navigating. And that's kind of where I am. So.
Thank you, folks. Sorry about that. It was technical difficulty. I'm here. Well, thank you again. Great, wonderful presentation. I love that we have more people helping people in the room. I think that's awesome. At this point, let's open up the floor for questions and answers. Anyone? In the back. Okay, hang on.
Good morning. Do you have a particular customer that you're focused on that your copy is specifically talking to yet?
So clientele-wise, I see anyone ages 13 to adult. I don't have a specific niche or genre for helping. The only thing I don't really treat is personality disorders. So any of the other things, depression, anxiety, ADHD, any of that kind of stuff, absolutely. Personality disorders is a little bit beyond what I want to treat because I still have to take care of my mental health too. So that's one of my boundaries. But that's kind of where I am with that. As far as the other things that I want to offer, when everything is kind of set up, there will be something for pretty much every age group. This summer, I also want to have some camp days for youth and teens to help them with their emotions and those kinds of things as well.
I know you say you're horrible at marketing. It's a lot easier to focus on one type of person. You still offer everything, but just so that all of your messaging is consistent. And I'm not saying go in this direction, but I know you have corporate. So if you just did some research on some companies, see what their turnover is, find out like what's going on, why people are leaving, and you can kind of approach those companies about how their bottom line is dipping because of this. That can be your way in if you start to focus on that there. But that's just to give an example.
Thank you.
Question for me. I love that you're focused on giving teachers some tools to manage, especially when their child's having a meltdown in a room, and we're not all gifted to handle those kinds of things. So with that, are you offering any, when you start implementing those things, sometimes it's easier to give it away for free and say, hey, this is an open session, and from there, that grows once you build a following. That, hey, listen, if you'd like special attention for your particular family or for your particular needs, that might be a great avenue to start that one, depending on which lane you want to focus on first.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Elisa Olden. I am a mom, and both of my kids are on the scholarships for the Step Up for students. I'm not exactly sure if this kind of thing, I know they cover therapy, but I wasn't sure if maybe you were set up with them so that, especially with I would think that they would cover the camps and things too, but even therapy sessions, you can get paid directly through those scholarship programs. It's not marketing, but you will show up in a drop-down menu, but it is a way to make it more accessible, because what you're offering for teens, to me, that really calls to me, and I think that sounds really awesome, especially with the teens in the schools too. It's pretty great.
Awesome. I didn't know about the program, so thank you.
Marketing is really easy when you approach it knowing that you have like a purpose, right? So to speak directly with what he's saying, right? Like you probably should have like a client base, but it doesn't mean that forever you only treat or help people with ADHD, for example, right? So maybe 1 month you really are emphasizing ADHD, maybe the next month it's bipolar depression, whatever, right? But you need to find your purpose for your material, your delivery, because when you have your purpose, then you know how to deliver your message, what that message is. That's just my humble opinion. If you don't know what the purpose of the content is, whether it's social media or an email, if you don't know the actual purpose and the intent, you don't even know what to put in that content or that piece of information.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to stand up so you can see me. Are you using LinkedIn at all? Do you have a LinkedIn profile set up?
I do, but honestly, I haven't made much use of it, and I know I need to.
It's really powerful right now. And if you go in and really upgrade your profile, so what you do, not more as much about you, but your company, and then you can filter down, because anybody could be your customer. So like with me, I'm a roofer, so I go after real estate agents, general contractors. I filter, I find out who's in the area. And I send them a little note, say, how you doing? How's your 2025 going? and we start connecting, and next thing you know, we get a Zoom call going, how can we help each other? So hopefully that helps you a little bit if you can get that rolling, and I can talk to you more about that offline.
Absolutely, thank you so much.
Nice.
Hi,
Hello.
you know me.
Yes.
I am Claudia Smith with Exodus County. So, can I piggyback on what you were saying? Like, what are you doing right now as far as the marketing? And where are you thinking? Like, what is your vision? How does people will find you? Like, what is your, I guess, target as far as marketing as well? Like, how do we find you, and where do you want to be found?
I would like to be found wherever I can be found, wherever people are. Right now, I have profiles on Psychology Today, ZocDoc, most of the major funnels for medical and mental health services. I also have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the socials. I have a website, it's Jaqis.com. But other than that, those places, I really haven't known where to put myself or my business to be seen. So that's part of the reason why I'm here.
Sounds like you're doing a lot of marketing. And don't sell yourself short on marketing abilities, because you're very well spoken. The presentation was great. You were great in front of the crowd. I guess my question is, at these various places you're marketing, where are you getting your current customers? Are you tracking where they're coming from?
A lot of them are coming by word of mouth, through Psychology Today. Some of the insurances that I'm credentialed with send referrals, but most of them come from word of mouth or Psychology Today.
Nice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just some advice and what I can remove is to not think of yourself being horrible at marketing, but recognizing marketing is a skill that you need to acquire and you need to develop. I think that will open your horizon towards greater marketing.
Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Dee Armand. I'm an area entrepreneur. Idea came to my head. Have you ever heard of DME Academy? DME Academy gets college athletes ready for professional. What I'm thinking is you plug in with DME Academy and have a psychological aspect added to their development, because what happens is a lot of those kids are coming from financial backgrounds that when they're in an instant will be thrust into a millionaire position. First time millionaires is a lot of stress, right? So you want to tap, I don't have the contact unfortunately, but you want to get in contact with DME Academy. It's out there by the airport. I think that'll be a good combo for you guys to collaborate.
Thank you. I know exactly where you're talking about. Thank you.
Me, Elisa Olvin. My daughter actually went to DME Academy for a little bit, and she's not likely to want to be a professional athlete every day, but just even being at the school, that would have been great for her. So I second that. I think that's a great idea. I do have some numbers for the school too, if you want that. And I didn't hear you mention Google, if you're on Google My Business and Google Maps.
I know I'm not on Google Maps. I don't know for sure if I'm on Google Business, but I definitely need to be.
Yes, I would highly recommend that. We have a guitar business here, and that is where a lot of our clients come from, especially if when you get your reviews on there, just stack them up and people will find you there.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Terry Kane Tyler with TCG Manage. One market you might consider, St. Paul's, which is sponsored by Seniors Today, has a monthly meeting. Also, they bring in all different groups that service seniors. Then you also, I did some research from years ago, there were 130 ALFs, assisted living facilities, just in Volusia County. And many of them have coffee meetings where you can come in and say, these are my services. And you might be able to pick up some clients that way if you want to deal with, not that I'm a senior, any seniors.
Thank you.
Hi, Lori McMullen with Yorba Bay Tenor Regional Chamber.
Great presentation, and I love your Speak Easy concept, just the name of it and all that. Genius. You're a great marketer, actually. There are many reasons to consider joining our chamber, but one is to help boost your SEO. So that might be something later on we could talk about the benefits, and I'll give you my card if you want to reach out to me, we can go from there. But just that alone is why some people join our chamber.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, a lot of great ideas. Definitely an array of different avenues to approach. And as an entrepreneur bootstrap business, I totally understand. Hey, listen, don't leave money on the table. If you're focused on the kids, stay on the kids. But if somebody walks in with a senior, don't leave money on the table. Pick it up. But I agree. I think something that resonated all the way around was pick a lane, focus on that, and if you switch it around and do each quarter, each month, I know it's hard to all of a sudden switch tracks, isn't it, when you're a solo act? That's all going on. Val, you have something?
Hey, Chaconna. First of all, congratulations on your presentation. Wonderful for you to be here. We have a couple of people online wanting to ask all these burning questions. From Alicia, have you considered community partnership, such as providing literature to agencies, businesses, and attending their weekly, monthly meetings? I think that was mentioned to with a lot of people. So
I haven't. I just, again, didn't know how to get my foot in the door to give it or share it. So.
all right,
One voice for Felicia.
we have a lot of people here who can be happy to connect you with that community.
Any other questions? Okay, let's give another round of applause. I want to remind everyone, please support Cinematique Theater. We have our after hours coming up on the 20th, 10 days away, I believe. Please look us up for that. Look us up for all that on the information. Follow us online. And as in true one-way fashion, we're going to have everyone come up and take our mandatory family photo. No running out on me this time. Don't make me chase it.